Hello everyone, my name is Meriem Elkoudi. I'm a co-op program assistant, and I'm here to talk about the co-op program and just give you guys some more information about it. So a little bit about myself. My name is Meriem Elkoudi. I'm currently a junior. I'm pursuing computer science and a mathematics degree. Also minoring in STEM teaching through the UTeach program. Last summer I had the opportunity to co-op at Camp Systems through the co-op program. And then also I have a summer internship locked in for this year. I'll be going to France through the MIT Global Experiences to do research over there. Some more things about me: I love to travel. I've traveled to so many countries, and I'm also a KCS ambassador. And then that's my cat. She's my favorite thing in the world. So yeah. So a little bit about my experience. I did my co-op at Camp Systems at Meriem, New Hampshire. So I was a quality assurance software engineer. The industry was aviation. So while I was there, I just created tests for their application just to ensure that functionality before they put it out to customers. I used things like Mabel, CSS, JavaScript. I learned new technologies, how to work within the industry. The company also held fun events, so bingos on Tuesdays, bagel Wednesdays. We had a summer cookout, birthday celebrations. So it was just an overall great experience there. So as of the co-op program, the participating disciplines are basically most of the colleges here on campus. So whether you're business, computer science, engineering, bio, they all have sections to participate in the co-op program. So we're going to talk about why choosing to do the co-op program. So if you choose to go through the co-op program, it basically sets you up to work full-time either during the summer or through a 6-month opportunity. You'll be taking a class that prepares you to write a resume, cover letters, how to create your LinkedIn, everything that has to do with getting you prepared for a job search, and also doing that job search during that PDS class. So what it is trying to help students get into the workforce at a early on in their careers and basically just set you up for future success. And then how does it work? Like I said, it's a class before you go on your experience. You do your job search during that first PDS class. You go on your job experience, and then you come back and take a reflection course. I'll talk a little bit more in detail about that in next coming slides. So let's talk about why enrolling in the co-op program. So first of all, you'll be earning a salary. So working full-time, computer science students do make a lot of money. So that's always a bonus and a reason why to join the co-op program. You'll achieve confidence and build your career development skills. So like I mentioned before, networking, you'll be able to learn how to craft a good resume that stands out, writing cover letters, everything that has to do with the job search. You'll also have the opportunity to work one-on-one with your co-op advisor. So they'll be helping you throughout your job search journey. You're going to develop professional skills, so learning how to work professionally in a professional setting if you do get that job experience. You're going to strengthen your technical skills, so preparing for a job, especially in the CS industry, you're going to have these technical skills. So it just makes you a better candidate overall. And then you gain a competitive edge in the job market, so you'll be able to stand out when you are applying for jobs. You get access to specialized networking events. So through the co-op program, we have employers come on campus, and you have the opportunity to give them your resume, apply for these jobs, network with these recruiters and engineers, and hopefully allowing you to get that position that you want. And then also you earn up to 3 credits. So if you decide to do a 6-month co-op, you'll be able to get 3 credit electives, which can either be a free elective, or if you don't want to take oral and written communications, you can use that to substitute that as well. If you do take a summer, it only counts as 2 credits, but if you take another summer opportunity, then you'll have those 3 credits. So like I said, co-op pays. If you go on co-op, you will be getting paid a salary. These are the averages for the different types of careers. Computer science really does range depending on whether it's your first or second internship, we've had students make up to $35 an hour to $40. So it really just depends on what company and then your skill set as well. These are some other statistics on UML. So we have over 800 employers hiring our students, over 4,200 co-op opportunities, and then the average earnings for a 6-month is $24,000. So if you want to get that back up, highly recommend it. And then the collective student earnings is about $58 million, which is incredible. These are some of the big companies that we work with and that have hired our students. So you're talking from big companies like Amazon, iRobot, to local companies like Red Hat, and other companies around the area like MKS. So yeah. So what is a co-op? So basically it's a full-time paid 3 or 6 month opportunity. 3 months is for the summer opportunity, and then 6 months is either a summer and a fall, or a spring and a summer. It's a great way to earn real-world technical experience in your career, and it's a great way to learn about what you want to do for a career. We know that CS is very diverse. There's so many different types of jobs you can do. In this field, you can be a software engineer, quality assurance engineer, front end, back end. There's just so many things, and basically you get to figure out what you want to do with your career once you're done with college. So yeah, what does it mean to be a co-op program? Like I mentioned, you're going to be learning how to participate in the job search and how to do it efficiently. So crafting a resume, how to search, where to search for jobs, how to apply, how to prepare for the interview process. Computer science students technically have to go through technical interviews as well as behavioral, and then how to accept and decline offers, and then you also take co-op classes before and then after your work experience as well. So what co-op advisors do, so they teach the PDS section, so they teach you the professional development section. You get to meet with them. They work with employers and forward material, so any jobs that they find that is beneficial to students, they will send it out, and you basically get first pick at those job opportunities. And then together we keep each other informed every step of the way, focusing on your career and your job search. So these are the classes in the co-op sequence. So like I mentioned, you start with the preparation, and that's for the PDS class. Basically just getting ready for that job search, doing the job search. And if you land that experience, whether it's 3 month or 6 month, you go out on that experience. If you do end up taking a 6 month, you will have to take a semester off. Sometimes that pushes your graduation back by a semester, but some students usually make that up, or they do stay an extra semester. You won't be paying tuition at all, so it works out that way. And then once you come back for your experience, you take a reflection course, and that's either 2 or 1 credit depending on the type of co-op that you chose to do. Yeah, so this is just more information about the credits that you can earn through the co-op program. Like I said, 1 credit for the PDS class. You don't get any credits during your co-op experience. We recommend students not to take any classes. You still can. However, it's better to be fully immersed in that work experience just to gain the most possible skills. And then after, like I said, your assessment course, which is either 1 or 2 credits depending on the co-op that you go on. So this is just some electives. Like I said, you can replace that for either a free elective, or you can waive the oral and written communication class. So a little bit more academic recommendations. So talking to your academic advisor about the co-op program is just a good way to see if you're on track for graduation, if you have to push your graduation off by a semester. And then also a note that even though you do participate in the co-op program, it's your efforts that will show up at the end. So just because you join the co-op program does not guarantee you a position. So you do have to put in the work, but it does ease that job search process. So how do you participate in the co-op program? So our application is up. The deadline for it is this Sunday, April 6th. So if you are interested, make sure to apply ASAP. It's on the co-op program website. You can find it at uml.com. And then some questions that get asked a lot: can I still live on campus while you're on co-op? Yes, but you do have to pay for your housing. Will it take me longer to graduate? Like I mentioned, it could push your graduation off by a semester if you do decide to do the 6 month. But you can always work with your advisor to make it fit, and you can graduate on time. You'll just have to take a little bit extra classes during your regular semesters. And does co-op cost extra money? No, like I said, if you're taking a co-op opportunity and it's a 6 month and you have to miss a semester of classes, you don't pay for those classes, and you can just resume your classes once you come back from co-op. These are our contact information if you do want to reach out to us. That's our website where you can also apply. And that's the end of the presentation. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. No questions? Yeah.
How often does the class meet?
It's once a week. Usually the CS is Thursdays through 4:45. Yeah.
Is the application to have co-op for the following fall, or is it for, like, what language is that?
So if you register right now, it's gonna be for the fall semester.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that you mentioned, you chose there are a bunch of like wages, and I think that your sense is approximately like $22 an hour, but I understand sometimes they can be more. I was just wondering, are there any opportunities where are there any circumstances where like you will have unpaid internships, or are they always paid? You know what I mean?
So you can do an unpaid, you just can't get credit for it.
Right.
So in order to get credit for the class with the co-op program, it has to be a paid internship.
Right, of course, thank you.
Of course. Anything else? Any other questions? No? All right, awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
We're in the what's it called? The class this semester. And it's very straightforward.
Yep.
Show up every week.
Yeah.
Because the work is
All right,
very simple.
Brief attention. Thank you for Meriem for talking about the co program. We'll continue with immersion. So we'll go back into our teams and then continue to work on our front end and API infrastructure teams. CJ, if you guys have anything to add?
I mean, we talked to them, so yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Matt, so you the front-end team for now?
Alright.
Yeah.
So today, I think what we're gonna do is, I know you mentioned people want to do concept questions.
Welcome back, Martin.
So I guess what we're gonna do is, you wanna use your credentials today,
I was hoping more people would be here, but still recording.
but